Okay, so yes, I got it. Fantastic. All right, so hopefully everything is working. Welcome to Mercury retrograde. Akasha here, Nan Akasha. So nice to be back with you again. So here we are, and it's December 16th, I think. 18th, excuse me. It is the 18th. And what we're doing is we've got no name. How interesting. So here we are. We're together and we finally made it live. So today we were going to have a guest, and we are still going to have her as a guest. Don't worry about that. However, Donna and I had a huge Mercury retrograde experience. And so we didn't manage to connect in the right same second in the right moment. I'm fine with it. It's always wow. I've learned so much over many lives and along of this life and many dimensions and lots of losses and successes and everything in between, right? Everything is working out in your favor, and if you understand that, you don't fight with it. So, as disappointed as I am, and you might be that Donna's not here, I'm going to bring you something fun. So, we're going to have a little show together anyway, even though we had crossed wires. So, bless Donna's heart, she's been telling her list about it for since the beginning of December. I've been telling you about it. And for some reason, we had different times, and then I changed to accommodate her and she changed to accommodate me, and we moved everybody around, and then we came in and she had switched to my time zone, and I so it was a very interesting, it's almost like an infinite, right? An infinity symbol. I'm here, you're there, we're meeting in the middle, but instead of meeting in the middle, I went all the way there and she went all the way here. So the fun part is, yes, I will. Thank you. So I have Aphrodite over here, and she's talking. So isn't this beautiful? This is a beautiful, very old, I mean, I don't know, probably 23 years old or so. I bought it from a lovely woman artist, and it's Aphrodite and all the other names that sacred feminine goes by. And thank you. So she's over here because she went on retreat with me, and we've come back, and I haven't finished unpacking. I take three, more like four bags of crystals, statues, instruments. I do really powerful sound healing. I have a lot of different instruments. I have one of the most amazing rain sticks in the world, and you've never seen one like it. And I got some new instruments this time because our pre-Hispanic musicians that we have come to our ceremonies are healers, and they often make their own instruments, and they do everything in their culture's ancient traditions, and they use natural materials. And so what happens is these instruments are unusual and beautiful and often sound like nature. I have one that I use quite a bit, and I don't know what to call it. I don't have it on me. It sounds like a bird or a flute, and I can do a lot of healing with it. And I use it in the opening healing of the retreats. I bring people in one by one. I've created sacred space. I've brought a million crystals. I've set up everything. I've worked for at least a day or two on creating the Infinity Healing Chamber. And I've already created one before we came on this call. So welcome. Always when you're with me, I have the number one thing. It's more important. I know it's difficult if you haven't crossed a line within you where you realize that your spiritual life is 99% of who you are, the subtle, hidden, invisible, unseen realms, parts of you, your purpose, your mission, your other lives, all of those things that seem, I mean, to me, at one point, I didn't even know they were there. And then I didn't believe they were real. And then I had to have a lot of proof and a lot of experience. And then when you reach a tipping point in your personal growth and your awakening, And everyone is doing that now. You're reaching some kind of a new tipping point every single moment. So it's so much fun to come back from retreat because the people called on retreat really step out of their comfort zone. And this brings you goodies galore. This is where you make the quantum leaps in your soul evolution. Because if I had stayed home and done things other people had wanted me to do in my life, I would not be where I am right now. And I am not where I thought I would be right now, right? A lot of my life was focused on making money and doing all the things that are valued in our culture, saving money, owning a lot of things like property. This equals security. This is smart. This is doing good things for your family. I'm not disagreeing with any of that. However, all of that path and fitting in to what everyone else said was right and good and best do not work for me. And they do not work for you either. Of course, there's some things that are wonderful. We have certain things we love, and we discovered them through our family or a friend or a vacation or whatever, right? A class. But then we're meant to expand that in our lives, because no matter how much you try, even if you grew up in the same house in the same family, even if you have the same income, even if you've never moved, you are not like anyone else. You can't be. There is no way for anyone to see from the perspective within you that says, oh my gosh, I see things through such a unique way. We don't know how unique we are because it's normal, right? Just like when you grew up, whatever your mom did was normal. Then you went to a friend's house and you were like, wow, your mom does weird shit with her food, man. Why are onions in the fridge or under the sink or whatever? Like, so what is normal to you? What is habit? What is comfort? What is tradition? What was culturally, gender-wise, ancestral lineage in your professional life, in the universities that you've attended, any of these things. These are not the biggest part of your life. These are not the most important part of your life. That's the show. The show is going on stage. Getting into a body is like getting into a character. And this particular character is at a point of evolution of mega huge proportions. We're seeing things in the planet, in cultures, in people, in evolution, in every level, inner earth, within waters and elements, within minds and consciousness, and within awareness, within understanding of equality. It's a birthing and a rebirthing and a complete co-creation. And the fastest route to living a life you love, to helping to solve pain, fear, war, or anything that upsets you, create the world you were designed to create. Please, please create the world. You designed yourself to create. No one does anything alone. You don't need anyone else to be whole or complete, and yet you are supported massively when you go within and realize 99% of your truth, your reality, your powers, your experience, other worlds, other realms. I'm walking in other realms all day long. The idea that you're moving from the third to the fourth to the fifth dimension is very cute, and it helps the mind. But we are so far beyond that. If you've meditated, if you've done any of my meditations in a class or even here, you've touched on 8th, 13th, and beyond. You've gone to inner dimensions. You've become an interdimensional being as well as a multidimensional being. And the only difference is whether you're aware of it or not. So what I love is that I teach this, so I ponder it, so I channel it, so I'm thinking about it, so it's coming to me. So every moment is a teaching moment, and every moment some beautiful guide is speaking. So let's bring the goddess of love. And we already have her right here represented. And we have Isis and Ishel, who my home is named after. My cat, my kitten in here somewhere, is named after. And she's the goddess of the moon, the rainbow women. She's the goddess of medicine, and she's the most revered goddess in the Maya. And people still do a sacred crossing, paddling canoes across to an island and back in her honor. And we went to her jaguar temple for the retreats this time. Next time, we'll be going somewhere else. So Aphrodite is a part of, and here we have Hathor as well, and many are beautiful dolphins and Mother Jaguar. We have Aphrodite over here too. I didn't realize how present you were today. So here's the one I got in Greece recently. And it's a classic sculpture, but I don't really think of her this way. However, since she's decided to come in and be such a big presence for us today, she's on a swan. Do you see this? She's riding on the back of an exquisite swan, right? And she's elegantly supported. She's flowing with ease and grace. This down here is the waters, and this is the waters. And what does that mean? Wow, thank you. This is fun. So if you don't know me, hi, I'm a channel. I'm an oracle. I'm a seer. I'm the Akasha. And so we start tuning in and getting really cool information, which is why I always set up sacred space. So you know you're safe in here, and you know you're connected to what's optimal for you at every moment of time. Wonderful. Well, thank you. So these are some other names. I'm not sure if you could read them, that she's often called by. And we have to remember that all goddesses, all gods, all representations of divine energy, they come in a form that works for you. And if you don't relate to the word goddess, or if you don't relate to the word deva or nature spirit or essence or whatever it is, pick something that resonates for you so that that beautiful medicine can speak through what you will listen to. Okay? You were designed to create a world. That world can only be created by you. We were told we didn't have power and that we had to listen to everyone else. And it went from the father to the priest to the school to everything, right? Everything. And if you were in a feminine body in the last good amount of time, you had extremely limited rights. And when you have a mindset like that, and you have real life experiences in the soul, in other lives, you might call them past lives. So they're vital, your past lives, and they're past only in a linear sense, but that's how we think. There's future lives, there's star lives on other planets. You are a star seed, you are an earth seed. You have so many other experiences, and your soul is the container that holds all of that. To deny that you have other aspects to you that have had experiences, had a schooling, had, imagine if you had a part of you that was a priestess in Avalon, you have access to that information. That information is high-level spiritual, sacred, feminine information. Why is that relevant now? Because it's been buried, it's been disempowered, it's been turned into myth and magic and silliness. And all the sacred, feminine, intuitive arts are rising within everyone, whatever your body or other orientation. And everyone is waking up. However, if you are in a feminine body, you are specifically designed in your anatomy to be receiving, as everyone is receiving, new crystalline codes These are frequencies that can operate and receive frequencies, can communicate at higher levels. Music notes or dimensions is a good way to think about it. The frequencies that come in, you receive them. How do you receive information? Do you get visions? Do you get senses? Do you get foreboding? Do you see the signs and symbols everywhere? Do you see 444 and 1111 all the time? Do you meditate every day? Do you do automatic writing? Do you walk with intention with Gaia, knowing that your foot chakra is putting energy into her and receiving energy back? Are you realizing that there's a flow of divine information constantly coming to you, or as Joseph Campbell called it, electrical cosmic umbilical cords that come from these sacred temples? And he said the ancients knew that. That's why they built the temples and the pyramids, right? They built these places because just like when you go into a sacred cave, it is connected to the other realms, the other worlds, the other parts of you, because there's more of them than this physical realm. This physical realm is what we have been told to focus on, change it, push it, force it. Don't be happy with it. It's never enough. You're not enough. And you're grasping and seeking and feel unfulfilled, unheard, unexpressed. When you start to express, then people don't like it and they change. Your life is opening and liberating you. You lose your job. Your spouse no longer understands you. Your mother doesn't like how you're dressing. Somebody judged that you are a healer. Whatever's happening in your life is happening for you. You cannot hold on and drag everybody with you on your awakening into your reality. And the truth is that as much as you love anyone in your life, the only person that is central to your purpose and your mission on this planet is you. You are the generator of your reality. If you are giving your power away, if you are choosing based on everyone else's thoughts and feelings, and you are not taking your choices and getting yourself out of your comfort zone, going to a sacred place and reconnecting your umbilical cord to cosmic glowing ones that go to other places in the cosmos, other lives, other universities that you've attended, other wisdom that you have. Imagine if you had a life of pure peace and contentment. You lived in a beautiful home. The countryside was peaceful. You thought everything was beautiful. You never worried about money. You frolicked in the fields. You laughed with friends. You hugged and enjoyed food with your family. And every day was amazing. You were filled with a sense of wonder and magic, and in your skin, you felt the luminous light within everything. If you could access that life again, and you could decide, I'm ready to co-create my world with that part of me that already knows this. I don't need to wonder, worry, or hold back because I don't think I know what to do. There's a part of me that knows. The path ahead looks like this. The cultures of mystery schools, the ancients, the indigenous, the shaman, the sacred ones that communed with spirit and with the land and understood the symbols and built the sacred places to connect us. These all are here because everything is ready right now to reboot and heal what is often called the original wound. The original wound we all carry. Depending on your culture and your learning, you might believe that you're just bad because you were born and you have original sin within you, which means you were bad, you're never going to be good enough. You just trust and have faith that one day, after you leave your body, you will be good enough to receive grace. Many cultures value hard work, money, status, symbols, big cars, large bank accounts, lots of insurance as success. And the ability to wear that like a robe, a mask, a badge that then makes you seen and visible and accepted. And this is a mask that, this is intense, that you've been wearing, and you've been wearing it for so long that you've been wearing it for so long that you have no idea what you look like, and you have no idea what it would be like to take the mask off completely. And many of you are melting that mask and peeking under that mask and stepping out of your comfort zone to see who you are without the mask. And I saw this at the retreats. You think that you're coming to kiss a dolphin, go into the cave of Gaia and be reborn in the womb, open your heart and be bathed in love, receive a sacred ceremony, wisdom, new abilities to see, open your eyes after a ceremony at a sacred temple in the jungle and see eyes in all of the leaves to sense the aliveness, that luminosity again. And you are. But those are those peak, juicy spiritual moments that you look for, you seek, you're willing to step forward for. What you don't really grasp is the journey your soul is calling you on. And we're no longer waiting these huge gaps of time. Oh, I'll wait 10 years, I'll wait 3 years, I'll save money for 40 years, all this stuff to go follow a heart calling. We can't do it anymore that way. Things are moving too fast. Portals are opening, doors are opening. You're missing opportunities that can't ever be seen again. Another one will come. Of course it will. Your soul is always going, okay, she missed the exit. Okay, she took the exit, but she fell over backwards. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. Let's move her this way. Open that door and move this. There's always support. However, isn't it easier if now you decide, because you're going to have to wake up to the fact that this is only 1%. And this 1% is buying into this massive drama. And you don't want to co-create that drama. And Aphrodite wants us to say, if you would receive love, then you could fill yourself up with love and you could understand what it means, because you don't know how much you're missing until you receive it. Thank you. Yes. You don't know how much love you're missing. And it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. Right there. I see it. It's right there. Where are you not receiving? The sacred feminine is rising. The sacred feminine and the sacred masculine, the masculine and the feminine, are out of balance. They're massively out of balance. We know this. We've been living this way. We've woken up enough to say, holy shit, this is not working for anybody. No matter what anybody thinks, it's not working for anybody. So we have to be the ones to step into our sacred feminine. That means we have to be the ones that feel ourselves burning at the stake and speak up anyway. We have to be the ones who remember that we threw ourselves into the fire and burned at the stake because our mother was wrongly accused, and we weren't willing to let that love go. And we made it through. And now we're here together. And now we've realized it. And after all these lives, we went in other directions. We're both here right now, having that experience because it's being healed for the whole planet. The beauty of coming to a retreat is that you leave your world, and all the fears that you maybe know how to manage because you have control of your environment in your home start to rise. They might be fears of health, or fears of traveling alone, or being a woman, fears of going to an international city, or fears of forgetting or not being good at orientation or technology, or worrying you won't be able to get WhatsApp messages. And the list goes on. It's not just one person, it's everyone. I just went to Greece. I haven't been to Greece in 23 years or something. I think more than that, maybe. Oh, yeah, way more than that. I'd say 33, maybe 35, 37. I'm not sure. And I didn't know what to do with my phone. So I had to discover what to do. And then I had to go there, and I had to get a chip, and I had to put it in, and so on and so forth. So was the discovery or the stepping out of the comfort zone worth it? To me, every day, all day long. And then you got to rest. However, if you let all those worries stop you, if you get stuck in the modern world and think, if I don't have every little thing with me, then I'll die. And what if you just threw a couple of pieces of clothing and your bare essentials, which, I have to have my homeopathics and a few crystals. What if you just went out the door and saw this day as a journey and an adventure? So the next year's coming. And in the beginning of January, Donna is going to come and tell us all about 2024. It's the year of the dragon in Chinese astrology. She does tropical Western astrology. She does Chinese astrology. She does feng shui. She's amazing. So we are going to coordinate after Mercury retrograde, which is happening right now. And I've already had things go like, my friend Christian, who does my ceremonies with the Mayan Aztec dancers and all the beautiful costumes and the jaguar, he's getting married. And those of you who know him or who've seen him on my live streams, I just wanted to share that with you. You've seen his beautiful Mayan wife, Vianney. She's been in our live streams, I think, for quite a while now, and she's in all of our ceremonies. And they have had what I would call a truly beautiful, authentic love story. And I got to see it from the inside out. And to me, the blessing is that it's this true love that came in an unexpected and surprising way. And yet everything so tender and so beautiful. And the sacredness of the work they do, the life they lead, the way that they take their own journey day by day, the way I do. It's very important. My sacredness, my spirit, my alignment, my energy field, the 99% of me, it's the most important. So the spiritual weather reports, which I will do for you this week because Donna wasn't here, we're going to be doing on the 20th. So we're going to have the solstice. Excuse me for a moment. The day before the solstice. So you get to prepare. All right, thank you there. I was getting a very dry throat. So What happened today, if you're just joining in, is that Donna Stellhorn and I had, and you and all of us were involved in a big, fun Mercury retrograde experience. And our times got crossed and so on and so forth. So we're going to reconvene for the 2024 predictions of astrology with the fabulous Donna after the first of the year, looks like, but we will let you know as soon as the date comes to mind. And I will be doing the solstice, spiritual weather report, and meditation on the 20th of this week. So that will just be in 2 days at 10 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Central, and it's going to stay there. And then I am going to be popping on because just like when I came back from Greece, there's more than I can write, more than I can say. I'm starting to get overwhelmed. Then the frustration girl or the bitter bitch wants to come up, and I don't want to play with her. So I give her space. I give her room. She stayed in bed this morning. Sleeping in is 7:30 to me. So I slept in, and then I woke up, and then I worked from bed, and it was just something very soft and sacred feminine about it. And so let's go ahead and see if Aphrodite or anyone else has a message for us, and we'll wrap up our fun little gathering today. I'm super glad to be back. We were talking about past lives, and we were talking about our soul. We were talking about all the parts of our soul. And I've been teaching this for a very long time. I've been in mystery schools. I've studied with shamans. I understand how to journey like a shaman, and I do with all of my classes and with you and with all of my private clients. I'm offering a spiritual mentoring this coming year for the first time in many years, and I'm just going to see how it goes. It's only for 4 months. So if you're interested, reach out and look at the shop, because all the things that I've created for you are going to be about the sacred feminine magic that's rising, the mystery and the mystic arts. The sacred feminine arts covers a lot. And what I'm talking about are the intuitive aspects of the sacred feminine, the ability to create life, the ability to understand the eternal cycle of life and to live within it, to experience grief as joyfully, as freely as joy, to be the creative cycle and all parts of it, and to awaken to all the ways that your intuitive languages can speak to you. If you speak to plants or animals, if you speak to stars or aliens, if you speak to dolphins or jaguars, if you speak to fairies, if you speak to all of them like I do, I started understanding, why do I speak to almost everything that's relevant and optimal, always created that way. I went deep, deep into the mystery schools. I went deep into studying with shaman on 3 different continents. And I went deep into studying homeopathy, hypnosis, herbs and color therapy and massage therapy and healing of all sorts and rife and radionics and more. And why? Because my curiosity for what is this? Who are we? Just like you, is what we're supposed to be listening to. It is the eternal question. It is the question of all the myths. It is the question that all of these divine beings embody energy to help us with. I have Kuan Yin over here. I don't have a room that she's not in. She holds the grief and the pain of the world. You can give it to her. She holds you in compassion. Compassion is at the level of acceptance. What do you have to do to receive that kind of support? Accept it. It's a state. Okay, go to the shop, get the state of consciousness scale. We have Ganesha. Ganesha is an essence, a representative embodiment of the idea that he is the remover of obstacles. And not only the remover, but the Lord. And what do we think a Lord is? A Lord owns. A Lord is supreme. A Lord is a creator of. So therefore then, this particular energy embodied in a little elephant man with a mouse has all of this love and all of these shrines and all of these people who chant and who have written songs and who have dedicated temples and opened umbilical cords to other places in the cosmos in the name of this being, isn't that the pure embodiment of being the stargate, the portal with the umbilical cords of cosmic light leading to other parts of you or other parts of the solar system or other parts of the infinite field or the quantum field, where in the Akasha you find anything. So my spiritual name is Akasha, and I refused to hear it a long time, and then I refused to accept it because I thought it was kind of vain and stupid, and this was a long time ago. And then I got divorced and thought, okay, I'm going to take it. And then I embodied it and used it, and then I didn't really understand why I had it. And that came through this year. This year came through, and they said, you are the Akasha. And it came through while I was working with one of my students who came to Greece with me. And it said, the reason that you can't pinpoint, I channel Mother Mary, I channel this dolphin, I channel my cat, Joey, I channel whatever's optimal to channel. I never called it channeling. It just was there. I didn't ever have to learn to go to the Akashic records and figure out where they were. It was just there. Once, right, I did my work to cleanse my light body and begin to realize this 99% of me holds a lot of magic, holds a lot of power, holds where the diseases start, holds where the healing is, holds where the fun is, holds where the money is. I want to go there. How do we get there fast and easy and fun? All right. So that's my whole life asking those questions. And now that idea was so simple. It was an awareness that fell into my body, but fell is too violent. It just went like a breath, like, oh, I've been holding it on my shoulders and I just let it come in me. You are the Akasha. Now, the Akasha you might have heard is the Akashic records. The Akasha is the fifth element. It's everything. It's space, it's inner space, it's non-space, it's black matter. And it holds the memory of everything that you've done, everything everybody's ever done, every part of your soul, everything that's ever happened in every time, in every space, in every dimension, even the stars. So from the beginning of time, as in form, coming from consciousness, from source, till now. So what does that mean? I am that. It's weird for me to say that and not kind of be like, oh, am I being, no, it just was such a powerful realization that, well, that's why it's just there. When I look at you, I see your potential. I see your light. I see your power. I see what's blocking your spirit, but I see it in a way that your spirit, your soul wants me to tell you. So it's super cool. So I get to talk to all these entities. I'm not just into dragons. I'm not just into elves. I'm not just into stars or the moon or goddesses or dolphins or jaguars. I will speak to anything, anywhere, if it's optimal for my highest good. So Marina, Mary, Pelagia, Stella Maris, Venus, and Urania. These are all names for Aphrodite. And this is the beautiful goddess of love who rose from the waters, right? Asherah, Astarte, Hymen, Elethea, Mari, Moira. I'm glad that you spoke up and that we got to share. So why is it important for us to recognize the sacred feminine in our lives and in ourselves, even if we're not a woman, and especially if we are, is because we are the ones that must create. We were designed to create. We are creating a new world. The world is waiting for us. The world is waiting for us. I will, thank you. Okay, so we're going to do something kind of fun. I'm making my oracle cards finally after many, many years and many, many versions. And they're based on the luminous light that I'm talking about, the luminosity that we are becoming, that we can perceive. We spent, my beautiful beloved and I, I've spent a lot of time, he's spent several years now, um, learning how to do the art in a way that we want and getting our perfect look, our perfect luminous description. So I like a lot of looks. I have an art degree in art and a minor in art history. And I like a lot of different styles and designs. And I will, I'm sure, do another one day with a different look. But this is the look that wanted to come through, that wants to trigger for you and I the luminous energy field that we are. The auric field is now more important than ever. Because if you think of the aura as from the skin out, right, to about here, they blend in and out. But if you just think of it as this layer right here, then what is it? It's the filter between your physical body and the reality that you live in. It's the buffer, it's the block, or it's the receiver. So is it receiving and filtering the correct energies that your body needs? Is it feeding the chakras in the right way? Is it blocked in certain places? Is it glowing? Is it luminous? And where is it ready to shed that old stuff and open to a new level of a new frequency of luminosity? So all of my Light Body School, all the graphics that we made are what I call encoded. We spend a lot of time layering symbols and me channeling information into it, shifting and changing the colors, the frequencies, all the different things about it, the size, the shape, the view, to most accurately convey the movement of your light body or the energy coming to you. And when you see it, for it to be able to go directly into that inner eye, into that corpus callosum, and reawaken from within the luminous field that will be what awakens your soul's blueprint, which is in your sacral and in your ninth chakra. Okay. So let's pick, oh, I know I want to play with all of them. We're going to pick 4. We're going to pick 3. We're going to pick 1, 2. Got it. This one or this one here, 2. Who else wants to play? 3. So for the retreat, I was very excited that we finished, and we're going to keep working on them, but it's the first draft. We did 18, and it's Sacred Feminine Mystery cards, Oracle cards, and they're different Sacred Feminine energies. So let's see what we're going to play with. I love it. So this one has a lot of meaning. Ooh, this one's really nice. Very, very nice. Okay, 3 very different energies. So I like it. So remember, these might say goddess or queen or deva. However, that's just one way of describing a container or a role or a job for a sacred feminine body embodiment, a sacred feminine essence. I don't know who to show you first, so I'm going to let them pick. Yes, thank you. The Fairy Queen of Luminous Beginnings. Your wish is granted. Nature spirits are building now. Magic is on your side. And fairy realms. So I hope you can see this. Again, we're going to be adding more layers. This is we've got our Flower of Life and a few other things we've done. This is a beautiful, luminous, sacred feminine guide that wanted to come to tell you that your wish is granted. And so we may even change the title to the Fairy Queen of Wishes Granted, and move the words around. This is all channeled through a ceremony I did, then through to Chris, then the art came back, then I channeled the back and forth. We fine-tuned it. over many, many versions. And then I began to layer it with other symbols. And then I would speak to it. All right. So whatever you have going on right now, thank you. That's a very beautiful message for us as we go into the solstice. The next one, the graphic is messed up in the middle, but we're going to be putting something here. It just was so powerful that I went ahead and printed it because you can tell from way back here how powerful this energy is. This came out of a conversation of attempting to have a phoenix look. Okay, so I had to ask my honey bunny to stop making noise. He didn't realize I had the door open because of the cat. Okay, I did unmute myself. Thank you. So I'll show this to you a little bit closer. And so when this came through, the genesis was phoenix, right? The idea of the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is a sacred feminine power because we come back to life. It's eternal, right? So what she said was, I'm the goddess of the violet and gold sacred flames. The message is transmute, redirect to soul purpose, karma cleanse, soul freedom, and gold heart. And thank you, my dear. And the last one is my favorite, Rainbow Goddess. I mean, I can't say it's my favorite because there's so many of them are my favorite, but there's different reasons why this is very special. It came through as me. There's a rainbow right through the heart here that you can't see, so we're going to be changing that. Then my friend who came to visit me for my birthday said it looks just like her daughter. And of course, I love my rainbow goddess, Ishel. And this is really the goddess that you want with you for 2024 because it's about expression, embodiment, and playing full out. Expressing yourself, embodying who you were designed to be, and playing full out. There's not a bit of self-consciousness there. This is full inward love and recognition and expression. I love this part right here. So look at the colors. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else might want to come through now. And I'll see you again on the solstice. Some of you may have seen one of my Gaia's Crystal Cave. I'm going to be doing more of those. Those are my agreement to show up and channel whatever Gaia wants to do, which has been some very deep healings. And actually, let me show, because I was like, wait, I have this somewhere. Okay, good. Let me share this with you real quick. So you get a little update about what we're going to be doing. So that's the show we were going to have. So we will have Donna on soon. And this is a show I'm going to be doing. I don't know when. Sacred Feminine Mysteries Unveiled. So we're going to be talking about these energies that are talking now, the sacred feminine mystic energies. What are they? What are these mysteries? Why are they coming up now? How do we unveil them? I'm looking to have some speakers on. So if you know anyone that you think is really interesting in any aspect of that idea of awakening to, listening to, guiding your life by your sacred feminine and your inner voice and intuition. And the solstice on the 20th at 10, we're going to do a transmission and divine guidance. And this is Gaia's Crystal Cave. I will be popping on. So the best thing to do is just subscribe and click notifications so you know when I go live. Of course, after I go live, there's always the replay immediately, like this one right now. So, okay, good. So in Greece, you've got to come with me. It's a whole new sacred feminine awakening. I'm going to be sharing more. My last Dolphin Mayan retreat is going to be in March of 2024. And we're going to have a very beautiful goddess event after that. You can come to both or one. And tonight is the Sacred Spirit Guide Circle. Please join us. It's $26 a month. We meet twice. We channel, we talk, and I can promise you tonight will be bat energy because on the retreat, we had a lot of bats in the cave and they did amazing work with us. Amazing. It was really beautiful. And you just head over to the shop if you want to join that. Excuse me. Then in January, there's a class I'm going to be doing. It's very much like the energy cleanses class. It's not the same content, but it's designed to give you specific things. Do this, do this, do this, and then you pull them off the shelf again. So there's going to be different sections in the Sacred Feminine Mystic Arts. This will be our first class after healing the mother wound, where we're going to play with prosperity magic. So this is the prosperity magic grandmother in my oracle cards, and she's asked to come and be our guide. So I'm going to be creating meditations, processes, classes, information for you in this class for you to be able to go, I'm having this block, I have this goal, I feel stuck here, I need to redefine what prosperity is, I have to find peace within me. Whatever aspect of prosperity you need magic for, that's going to be there. Then in February, we're going to do a very powerful class, and we're going to be talking a lot about past lives between now and then, because the sacred soul powers are your past life gifts. And you've got to reconnect to them. You have to find them. You have to free them so that you can talk, you can co-create. So we touched a little bit on that kind of idea and how powerful it is. Healing the mother wound is happening on the 26th now, Mercury retrograde. So we had to move it, but Christian's getting married, so it's worth it to shift that. And I'm sure that it's a better time for some reason. That is the portal to freedom. So this is a 1 day, a 2 hour or something, 2-3 hour event where we're going to go in and heal the original wound, also called the mother wound. This may have to do with you being a mother, wanting to be a mother, not having a mother, not getting to be a mother, or it could be to do with the mother, the divine mother, the big mother. It's all part of the core wound that keeps you identifying with others. So this is the first step in the sacred feminine magic, is to heal your original wound. Healing means making whole. That means coming home to the galactic goddess, coming home to the mother that is already within you. You are Gaia, and you have the codes for divine love. Aphrodite showed up today to show us that. Manifesting Magic is my private mentoring program. And now, okay, good. I think this is the one we're going to play with. Thank you. Everyone, thank you. We're going to bring Aphrodite over here. And the fairy queen of luminous beginnings, who says that your wish is granted. Well, we're about to go through the solstice portal. And so as I connect to this beautiful being, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Aphrodite. We are asked to accept a column of light. This column of light is pure love. It may seem pearlescent or white. It may flow, flicker, or move. If you give permission now, it's being placed around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, relax. Relax. And be here now. Relax and be here now. Relax and be here now. Let the light hold you like a lover, like a mother. Wrap around you with softness, like the down, the feathers of a beautiful swan. The softness, the firmness, the strength wrapped around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You must feel safe. If you do not feel safe, you will not venture forward. If you do not feel safe, you will only jump and then nervously inch yourself back. If you do not feel safe, you will wish you would have done it. You will be dissatisfied because it didn't happen, because you didn't feel safe. You passed that up, that love, that money, that joy, that transformation, that opportunity, that doorway, that message, that download of love, because you didn't feel safe. And those parts of you that never were safe are very real. This is a time of luminous beginnings. This is a time of luminous beginnings. What does that mean to you? What does that feel like for you? What would it be like to be luminous? You would be seen, you would glow, you would show, you would shine, you would emit, you would radiate, and that medicine would heal. That medicine will love, will open, will lift up. If you allowed yourself to radiate. Why isn't it safe for you to become what you wished for when this all started? Do you think you must work hard? Well, you have. Do you believe you must achieve more than you know? Do you realize that there is nothing I can do for you if you choose fear with the label of safety? If you refuse to express yourself, You cannot see who you are, and no one else can either. Your lover, your soulmate, your best friend, your clients, your family of truth and spirit and light. No one can see you when you hide and think it's not safe to be me. It's not safe to say what I want. It's not safe to explore. It's not safe to travel alone. It's not safe to make my own way and my own choices. If I choose love, do I give up my rights? No, never. Love is the luminous light. Love is the luminous light. You do not give love and therefore enslave yourself. You do not get love and therefore enslave yourself. You do not have to put on shackles. You do not have to sign agreements. You do not have to give up your rights. You do not have to agree to shame. You do not ever lose your honor and your value when you choose to share your love. You are honorable, and your love must be given with grace and graciousness, generosity and kindness. If your love is given from grudging and fear, if your love is given from neediness and craving, if your love is given from duty and obligation, do you think it heals? Do you think it has any power at all? It is a bond, it is a shackle, it is a tie, it is a noose. It is no different than any other energy filled with limits. Those are not freedoms. That is not love. That is a charade. That is a charade of love. That is making fun of love. Do not say you love until you love who you are. Do not say you love until you accept my love, divine love, the love of your creator, the love of your divine heart's purpose. You are loved, but you don't allow it. You are loved, but you don't acknowledge it. You don't accept it. You don't receive it. You are not nurtured by it. What good is it? You give love like a dry hump. It is just a heap of dryness. It has the intention, but it's been sucked dry of truth and passion and love. It's been sucked dry of the soul. It's been sucked dry of the rainbow of light. Every limit that you've been given could be melted. The mask that you wear that keeps love from shining on your face can be dissolved. When will you allow this to happen? When will you feel your true self? When will you smile? When you recognize yourself without conditions, questions, requirements. Be in my love. I channel love directly from divine, love beyond words. This is divine love, luminous love. This is love that feeds life. This is the love that you know how to create with. But you cannot create your life now because you are not allowing the love. How can you create? You're dry. You are trying to water seeds, but you have no nourishment. Love does not come from others. It is here within you and around you. Drink from it deeply. Do not be ashamed. There is never-ending amounts of divine love as you perceive it. The only limit is you, when you have limited your ability to see it and receive it, to feel worthy of it. And then you've limited your ability to own it and to have it, to enjoy it. And then you've heaped guilt on top of it because others aren't loved or happy. And then you felt obligated to give it to others and not to enjoy it and have it. And pretty soon you're giving and giving and giving and giving, and there is just dry bones here to give from. Love is full, eternal. It exists everywhere, in every moment. Love is in death as much as love is in birth. Love is in the moment of loss as much as in the moment of gain. Love is the structure of all, and love is what you lack. I interrupted today because it's important. Mercury agreed that I could come today to speak with you, because more important than anything for your mind is a bath for your soul. Will you receive this love? Will you allow it to saturate your skin, move through your veins? Divine and beautiful one, you are awakening so beautifully. You have within you now some sacred flames, an eagle of many colors, the wings appearing at times to you. Surrender to these beautiful representations of your soul. They're coming to you, and you are ready to see them and hear them, to feel them and understand them. They're incomplete right now. So take tiny bites and small sips and little morsels to nourish yourself again. Never in excess. Take in the love. Allow little bits of it to trickle down your throat, to bring a drop, just a drop, to the dry earth covering your heart. The power of love. Once you remember, you will understand. One drop of true love, one acceptance to be wrapped forever within it. One yes in your heart will open you, and the trickles will turn to tiny rivers. Feel all of this love as Aphrodite touches your third eye. It pours down over all the glands in your brain, bathing it. As she touches your lips, you feel breath and words of love entering your jaws, relaxing your skin, opening you. Breathe in the love. Let it go deep within you. And now the drop of love saturates your heart. I am love, and I am love. I am love. I was created from love to be love and to create from love. I accept, I accept, I accept. I am loved, deeply loved. I accept. The eternal, never-ending flow of love grows with every turn and is amplified within me. I am the generator of love. I am loved and loving. I am lovable. I open all doors, unlock all gates, and give permission to all portals in my divine makeup to open and receive love of the divine optimal nature for my highest good at this time. Keep relaxing, receiving, allowing, and accepting love in all forms, through all senses. Softened, nurtured, nourished, and rich, your heart now begins to radiate love, and your luminous beginnings have begun. In your heart, she whispers, your wish is granted. Do you know what your wish is? Magic is on your side. Remember, you are not limited. You are free. Magic can open doors. Free your magic and awaken your truth. The fairy realms are here. Nature spirits are already building. Can you tune into it? You can if you receive love and enough love so you flow in this luminous magic again. May you be surrounded with this luminous energy. May you receive your new beginnings and that glowing light be planted within your heart. and nurtured. Love unto you. Love within your heart. Love pouring over you. Love solid beneath your feet. Love filling your hands. Love overflowing from your throat. Love lighting up your wings. Love opening doors within you. Love bathing you in beauty. Love aligning you with wholeness. Love rising in your veins. Love expanding in your cells. Love radiating from your pineal. Luminosity filled with love. Magic is on my side. Magic is within me. Magic unto you and magic unto me. Magic of love. Fill all light, all life, and all thoughts. I generate luminous light of love. And so it is. Now bring yourself with this love slowly into your body. As you open your eyes and you touch yourself, realize you are no longer the same. You are at a new level of reality. And you'll be able to sense, see, and feel things you couldn't before. Please infuse this and accept this, repeat this and share this. This is a vital and beautiful gift. Thank you, Aphrodite. Thank you, Fairy of Wishes Granted. Thank you to the Rainbow Goddess. Thank you to the Goddess of Violet and Gold Sacred Flames. And thank you to you and to me. I will see you for the solstice. Namaste. Please join me for one of my retreats. Reach out. We've got goddess retreats, Dolphin Mayan last one, March, Greece, next one in May. Please invite your soul to take a trip into the mystical and the magical. And I'll see you there. Namaste.